Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will explain a new chapter of second PUC inorganic chemistry, that is P block elements. We are well familiar that the definition for P block element is, we already discussed in the first year syllabus itself. The definition is the elements in which the differentiating electron enters into the p orbital of valence shell. Differentiating electron is nothing but the valence electron or the last electron enters into the p orbital of valence shell is nothing but a p block element. For example, if you take carbon as an example, atomic number is 6, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Here the last electron enters into the p orbital of valence shell. In which element the last electron enters into the p orbital of valence shell, that element is considered as p block element. Suppose if the last electron enters into the s orbital of valence shell, it is considered as s block element. Okay. These p block elements are represented by the general formula noble gas NS2 NP 1 to 6. This is the general electronic configuration of noble p block element, that is noble gas NS2 NP 1 to 6. Okay, these p block elements include 6 groups. P block elements only total 6 groups ಇದೆ. Under that, first one is 13th group, starting from 13, 14, 15, 16th group, 17th group and 18th group. Total p block element containing 6 groups, 13 to 18. In the first year itself, we have studied 13 as well as 14 group elements in the first year syllabus. In this year, we are going to study the 4 groups of p block element, that is 15th group, 16th group, 17th group and 18th group. Okay, what are the elements present in 15th group? The elements are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. These are the elements present in 15th group. Okay, and the element present in 16th group are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. These are the 6 elements belongs to 16th group. And the 17th group elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. 80 represent astatine. Next, 18th group elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are the elements which belongs to 18th group, because here the helium is present in first period. Helium and here hydrogen. Hydrogen and helium are the 2 elements which are present in first period, and the remaining elements are second period. For example, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon belongs to second period. Okay, this is about the elements of 15, 16, 17 and the 18th group elements. Here, the 15th group element. How to remember these elements? Let us see. I will give one trick. Nana Patekar, Aishwarya, Sub Beautiful. I will repeat again. Nana Patekar, Aishwarya, Sub Beautiful. Nana Patekar, nitrogen and phosphorus. Aishwarya, Sub Beautiful. Arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Here, how to remember 16th group element? O Sheila, C teapot. You have to remember this sentence. O Sheila, C teapot. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. And how to remember 17th group element? Fresh chicken biryani in Australia. 80 represent astatine. Or fish can't breathe in air. Fish can't breathe in air or fresh chicken biryani in Australia. Like this, we can remember the element present in 17th group. And similarly, 18th group element, he never arrived, so kid xeroxed randomly. The sentence is, he never arrived, so kid xeroxed randomly. Like this, we should remember the elements of a P block, that is starting from 15th to 18th group element. Here, the 15th generally the electronic configuration is noble gas Ns2Np12C. For 13th group element, I have written for 13th group element, the general electronic configuration, outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np1. For 14th group element, the electronic configuration is Ns2Np2. This is outermost electronic configuration. For 15th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np3. And for 16th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np4. For 17th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np5. For 18th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np6. With the help of this outermost electronic configuration, we can easily identify the number of valence electron. Here, in 15th group, the number of valence electrons are 5. The total number of valence electrons are 5. Out of 5 electron, Ns orbital containing 2 electron and Np orbital containing 3 electron. Similarly, 16th group element containing total 6 valence electrons and 17th group element containing 7 valence electron, 5 plus 2, 7 valence electron, and 18th group element containing 6 plus 2, 8 valence electron. With the help of outermost electronic configuration, we can identify the number of valence electron, because valence electrons are actually taking part in the chemical reaction. We have to know the valence electron present in each and every element. See, all the 15 group elements are having Ns2Np3 configuration. For example, nitrogen, it belongs to second period. The electronic configuration of nitrogen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So what is the outermost electronic configuration of nitrogen? 2s2, 2p3. Phosphorus belongs to third period. The outermost electronic configuration of phosphorus is 3s2, 3p3, 4s2, 4p3, 5s2, 5p3, 6s2, 6p3. Like that. In 16th group element, the first member is oxygen. The outermost electronic configuration is 2s2, 2p4, 2s2, 2p4. For sulfur, 3s2, 3p4, 4s2, 4p4, 5s2, 5p4, 6s2, 6p4. And for 17th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is Ns2Np5, it containing 7 valence electron. The electronic configuration of fluorine is, outermost electronic configuration is 2s2, 2p5. For chlorine, 3s2, 3p5. For bromine, 4s2, 4p5. For iodine, 5s2, 5p5. For astatine, 6s2, 6p5. Helium, the electronic configuration is 1s2. And for neon, 2s2, 2p6. For argon, 3s2, 3p6. 4s2, 4p6. 5s2, 5p6. And 7s2, 6s2, 6p6. Clear? And 7s2 for radon, 7s2, 7p6. These are the this is about the electronic config, general outermost electronic configuration of 15, 16, 17 and 18 group element. Okay, in this 6 groups, 14 ಮತ್ತೆ 13 elements ಅನ್ನ 13 group elements ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು first year ಅಲ್ಲಿ already discuss ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Here the 15th group element are also called it as nicogens. ಈ 15 group elements ಅನ್ನ nicogens ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Why they are called nicogens means in the Greek word nicogen is nothing but suffocating. Here the oxides of 15th group elements are highly suffocating in nature. ಉಸಿರು ಕಟ್ಟತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್, ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಸೆನಿಕ್, ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಟಿಮನಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ಮತ್. Hence the oxides of 15th group elements are highly suffocating in nature. Hence the 15th group elements are also called it as nicogens. Nicogens, P-N-I-C-O-G-E-N-S, nicogens. And the 16th group elements are called it as chalcogens because they are ore forming. Greek word ಅಲ್ಲಿ chalcogen is nothing but ore forming. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ore ಅಲ್ಲಿ exist ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ all the 16th group elements are also called it as chalcogens. And the 17th group elements are also called it as halogens because they are sea salt forming. ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ sea salts ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್, ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್, ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್, ಅಯೋಡಿನ್, ಅಸ್ಟಟೈನ್, ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು sea salt forming, ಅದು ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sea salt forming, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನ 18 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವೆ, ಹೀಲಿಯಂ, ನಿಯಾನ್, ಆರ್ಗಾನ್, ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಾನ್, ಜೆನಾನ್, ರೆಡಾನ್. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ರೆಡಾನ್, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲಾ ನೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಏರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ರೇರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ನೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ರೆಡಾನ್ ಇನ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿರಿಕ್ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್. Hence, they are also called it as rare gases. They are also called it as inert gases. Why they are called inert? Because of their less reactivity. Because they are already containing Ns2 Np6 configuration. Hence, they are stable. Hence, they do not react with any other element. So, the 18th group elements are also called as inert gases. And these 18 group elements are also called as zero group element. Why they are called zero group element? Because their valency is zero. They are not taking part in the chemical reaction. The noble gases will not having tendency to lose the electron, not having tendency to gain the electron, not having tendency to share the electron. Hence, the 18 group elements are highly stable and valency is zero. Hence, they are also called it as a zero group element. And this P block elements ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಟೋಟಲ್ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Here, the 15th group elements in the 3 marks question on baratte, and for 16th from 16th group element you will get 1 3 mark. For from 17th group element you will get 1 3 mark question, and from 18th group element you will get 1 mark question. Total number of marks from P block element is 10 marks. Out of 10 marks they will ask 1 3 mark question from the 15th group, 1 3 mark question from 16th group, and one more 3 mark question from 17th group, and 1 mark question from 18th group element. Hence 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 total they will ask 10 marks in the annual examination. Okay, let us start the first group in the P block element, that is in our syllabus 15th group. 16, 17, 18 ಇದೆ. Let us start the 15 group elements in details. Okay. How many elements present in 15 group elements? Yes, they are 6. What are those? Nitrogen, 15th group elements. 15 group elements. They are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. These are the elements in 15th group. Okay, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. These are the 6 elements. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. 1 2 3 4 5 elements, sorry. Okay, the properties of these P block elements generally influenced by the variation of ionization energy, electronegativity, electron affinity, and atomic size. Any one the P block elements to properties variation agate. That variation of properties of these P block elements are greatly influenced by the variation of atomic size, variation of ionization energy, because all the elements are not having same atomic size, all the elements are not having same ionization energy, same electronegativity, same electron affinity, and so on. Because of the difference in the because of variation in these properties, the properties of 15 group elements will vary. And not only 15 group, the properties, general properties of P block elements are greatly influenced by the variation of these concepts like atomic radius, ionization energy, electronegativity, electron affinity, and so on. Here, let us go for abundance. I already told that the 15 group elements are also called as nicogens, because the oxides of these elements are suffocating in nature. Okay, let us see the abundance of this 15 group element. Under that, first one is nitrogen. We know that nitrogen exists in diatomic gas. Nitrogen exists as diatomic state in gaseous state, and The nitrogen is mainly exist in atmospheric air. How many percent? Nitrogen. The abundance of nitrogen is atmospheric air. In the atmospheric air nearly containing 78%. 78% of the air containing nitrogen. Remaining 20% contains oxygen, and remaining percent is noble gases. Hence, the abundance of nitrogen in atmospheric air is 78%. And this is the this is the 33rd most abundant element in the earth crust also. This nitrogen also exists in the earth crust. Earth crust ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಅಬಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಬಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ this is the 33rd most abundant element in the earth crust. That nitrogen exists in the nitrate family, in the form of nitrate. For example, sodium nitrate, NaNO3. It is also called it as chili saltpeter. Chili saltpeter. Chili saltpeter, and the formula is NaNO3. This nitrogen exists in the atmosphere as well as earth crust. In earth crust, this is the 33rd most abundant element, and that nitrogen in the earth crust exists in the form of nitrate, like chili saltpeter. For example, the name of this NaNO3 is considered as a chili saltpeter, and Indian saltpeter. Indian saltpeter. Indian saltpeter, and the formula is KNO3. Indian saltpeter, that is KNO3. Example ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, the composition of chili saltpeter, that is sodium nitrate, and Indian saltpeter, the composition is KNO3. And also this nitrogen is the essential constituents of proteins, amino acids, and nucleic acids also. Nucleic acids, proteins, amino acids ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು small content of nitrogen ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು observe ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. This is about the abundance of nitrogen. Then we'll go to the phosphorus. We already know that phosphorus is highly reactive. Hence, the phosphorus do not exist in the free state. Phosphorus exists in the combined state only. And the phosphorus abundance is it is the 11th most abundant element in the earth crust. Compared to nitrogen, phosphorus is more abundant in the earth crust. But in the atmospheric air, the nitrogen exists in the 78% in the atmospheric air. But phosphorus exists the most abundant. This is the 11th most abundant element in the earth crust, and it is highly reactive also. This phosphorus is also the essential constituents of both plants and animals. Even plants ಮತ್ತೆ animals ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು phosphorus ಅನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, and even bones ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು phosphorus ಅನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, and also living cells also containing phosphorus, bones also containing phosphorus. And I have already told that this is the 11th most abundant element in the earth crust. This phosphorus in the earth crust exists in the apatite family. Apatite family ಅಲ್ಲಿ exist ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Apatite family. For example, fluoroapatite. What is the composition of fluoroapatite? The composition is 3Ca3PO4 calcium phosphate and CaF2. This is the composition of fluoroapatite. Objective ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, the composition of fluoroapatite is 4 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 3Ca3PO4 twice CaF2. This is fluoroapatite. It will exist in the earth crust. From this fluoroapatite we can extract phosphorus. Similarly, chloroapatite. For the composition is Ca3PO4 twice CaCl2. This is the composition of chloroapatite. And hydroxyapatite. What is the composition? Same, 3 moles of Ca3PO4 twice CaOH twice. This is the composition. Hydroxyapatite, that is Ca3PO4 twice OH twice calcium hydroxide ಇದ್ರೆ hydroxy apatite. In ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ 3 moles of calcium phosphate. Fluoroapatite ಅಂದ್ರೆ calcium phosphate ಗೆ CaF2 ಹಾಕಿ. For chloroapatite CaCl2. For hydroxyapatite CaOH twice. This is about the abundance of phosphorus. Then the remaining 3 elements, that is arsenic, antimony and bismuth, these are very very least abundant elements in the earth crust. ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. These elements are exist in the form of sulfides. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಸೆನಿಕ್ ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ FeAS and the name is arsenosulfide and stibnite formula stibnite Sb2S3 stibnite. Bismuth glands Bi2S3. This is arsenosulfide. This is stibnite and this is bismuth glands. These are the some important ores of arsenic, antimony and bismuth. This arsenic, antimony and bismuth are exist in the form of sulfides. What is the ore of arsenic? Arsenosulfide, that is FeAS, and the ore of antimony is stibnite, that is Sb2S3, and the ore of bismuth is bismuth glands, that is Bi2S3. This is about the occurrence of nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Okay, let us start some physical properties of these 15 group elements. Under that, first one is atomic radius. Physical properties ali first one enida, that is atomic radius or ionic radius. Atomic or ionic radius. Okay, atomic or ionic radius. Here, compared to 14th group element, 15th group elements are smaller in size. We know that what is the meaning of atomic radius? It is the distance between the center of the nucleus and outermost orbit of an electron. Correct alva? Iga compared to 14th group and 15th group, which group elements are having smaller atomic radius? 15th group element. Of course, on moving from left to right, atomic size keep on decreasing. If you take a 15th or 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group and so on. On moving from left to right, atomic radius keep on decreasing because the newly added electrons enters into the same shell, but the effective nuclear charge keep on increasing. Number of protons nucleus ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 13th group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ 14th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 15th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 16th group ಅಲ್ಲಿ number of protons ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. As a result, on moving from left to right, effective nuclear charge increases. As a result, atomic radius or ionic radius keep on decreasing. As a result, compared to 14th group, 15 we are discussing 15th group element. And compared to 14th group element, 15th group elements are having smaller atomic radius. But on moving down the group, newly added electrons enters into the new shell. Not to the same shell, the newly added electrons enters into the new shell. For example, nitrogen. In nitrogen, the newly added electrons enters into the second shell. 2p orbital ಗೆ enter ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Next phosphorus ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ third shell ಗೆ enter ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. arsenic ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ fourth shell, antimony fifth shell and bismuth sixth shell. As a result, on moving down the group, newly added electrons enters into the new shell. As a result, atomic radius as well as ionic radius on moving down the group increases. Number of shells ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ nitrogen ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2p 3 electronic configuration, phosphorus 3p3 configuration, 4p3, 5p3, 6p3 number of orbits ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ I am moving down the group like this. On moving down the group, atomic radius increases. On moving from left to right, atomic radius decreases. On moving from top to bottom, atomic radius increases. This is about atomic radius. Okay. Next, ionization energy. Second one is ionization energy. Okay, we know that what is the meaning of ionization energy. It is the energy required to remove the outermost orbit of an electron in an isolated gaseous atom. ಒಂದು ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಗೇಷಿಯಸ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಂದ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅಯೋನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ದ ಅಯೋನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಸೈಜ್. Smaller the atomic size, higher will be the ionization energy. On comparing to 14th group and 15th group elements, 14th group to 15th group ke compare madidre 15th group elements are smaller in size compared to 14th group. As a result, 15th group elements should have high ionization energy. Okay, smaller the atomic radius and higher the ionization energy. Compared to 14th group, 15th group elements are having high ionization energy. The reason is, first reason is atomic radius is less compared to 14th group. One more reason, in 15th group element, the outermost electronic configuration is ns2np3. ns orbital containing 2 electron with opposite spin. np orbital containing home electron 3 electron. Here np orbital containing 3 electron, and moreover it is gaining extra stability due to the presence of exactly off-filled orbital. We know that exactly off-filled orbital acquire more stable. As a result, that is also one reason, and one more reason is atomic radius is less. If atomic radius is less, mean the nucleus is strongly attracting the outermost electron towards itself. ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಆಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ದ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್, ಹೈಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಅಯನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಆನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು 14th group element, 15th group elements are having high ionization energy. And the third one is electronegativity. Electronegativity. What is meant by electronegativity? It is the power of an atom, or it is the tendency of an atom to attract the bond pair of electron towards itself. The power of an atom or tendency of an atom to attract the bond pair of electron towards itself. Then what factor influence the electronegativity? Electronegativity is directly proportional to inversely proportional to atomic size. Inversely proportional to atomic size. Smaller the atomic size, higher will be the electronegativity. Lesser the atomic size, higher will be the electronegativity. Let us compare to 14th and 15th group. We know that compared to 14th and 15th group, which is smaller in radius, 15th group elements are having less atomic radius and having high electronegativity compared to 14th group elements like carbon, silicon, germanium. Compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 15th group elements ಗೆ electronegativity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, because size ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Because of less size, they readily attract the bond pair of electrons towards itself. As a result, 15th group elements are having more electronegative in nature compared to 15th group. On moving down the group, atomic radius increases, like nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೈಜು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. On moving down the group, atomic radius increases. As atomic radius increases, electronegativity decreases. Hagadre heli, which is the most electronegative element in 15th group? That is nitrogen, because of small size. On moving down the group, electronegativity decreases because of increase in atomic size. Okay, next metallic character. Okay, fourth one, metallic character. Metallic character. Okay, here the metallic character is directly proportional to atomic size antane helbodu. The metallic character is directly proportional to atomic size. Higher the atomic size, higher will be the metallic character. As we know that metal is nothing but they has to lose the electron. Metals are malleable and having a ductile nature. Metals are a good conductor of electricity. Metal has to lose or metal has to donate the electron. Here, higher the atomic radius, higher will be the metallic character. Hagadre, compared to nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, which element is having smaller atomic size? Nitrogen. Smaller the atomic size, lesser will be the metallic character. As a result, nitrogen and phosphorus are the non-metals. Non-metal. Arsenic and antimony are the semi-metals or metalloids. Semi-metals antane helbodu. Semi-metals are metalloid. And bismuth is the only element which is having metallic character. Metal. ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ಮತ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ on moving down the group atomic radius increases. As the size of the atom increases means they readily donate the electron to the any other species. Hence bismuth is having a metallic character. Nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metal. Arsenic and antimony are semi-metal. Why bismuth is having more metallic character? Because of large atomic size, they can readily donate the electron. And moreover, why nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metallic character? Because they are more electronegative in nature. This is less electronegative. More electronegative elements are non-metallic in nature. Less electronegative natures are metallic in nature.